Hello, everyone in the internets. Sorry to disappoint. I did promise a bagging and boarding video yesterday, but I need to organize the space that I have. I have very limited space here, so I need to organize it to be able to do that. And I haven't done that yet because I've been quite busy this morning and this afternoon. I can't believe it's after lunchtime already. So what I thought I'd do instead is go through a few things like I did the other day, but a little bit quicker, and stay on some other things a bit longer. I've put plenty of links in the description. For those on Twitter, it doesn't let me do a description, so I'll still put those links up on the screen so you can see what I'm talking about. So first I'll talk about this. This is the pre-order store. This is where you can pre-order things. These Presents 3 and Presents New R. Presents New R3. Oh, they're all 4s. Okay, we'll go down here where it's a little bit more obvious, which is which. Okay, so these are the Presents 3s here. I'll stop moving my mouse around because it makes those black things come up. Those will be going off tonight because we've got the stock. So it's not technically pre-ordering now. They'll be going into the shop either tonight or tomorrow so that you can buy them just normally. I was meant to do that last night or this morning, but I got busy with work. So work comes first. Paying the bills and paying the rent and getting food is a priority, unfortunately. No, I'm not going to take my top off this time. I am not that cruel. That would be not animal cruelty. That would be human cruelty to the viewers. And I could get in trouble. Doug says meow. I say hello. Hey, Peter, you made it. Woo! Cool. So this is just the pre-order store. So I'll go back up to the top so you can see. Now, we've got a little bit of a running tally here. The Bin Kitty one's a bit inaccurate. I haven't updated it today. There's actually 35, and it's around the 1,200 mark, approximately. ComX Presents issue 4, the Presents and the Presents Noir. Some of them might have sold. I don't know. I haven't logged in to check just yet. Yesterday, it was 0. Yesterday morning, it was 0. So there might be some today. I haven't gone in and checked just yet. I haven't logged in because I didn't want that all the login information and stuff up on the screen while I shared it. Yeah, so this is a great way to support us. This is where I would like to go moving forward. Kickstarter, I want to be a backup, not a be-all, end-all, only way we can fund. So if people can get on board this would be a great way to support Presents and Presents Noir, which I might add, that reminds me, there is some change in the works. No, I'm not that cruel. That'd just be mean to all the people out there. Hi, Spezzy. So, oh, sorry, I missed your comment there, Peter. So, yeah, so what's happening is this is your last chance to get variant covers of Presents or Presents Noir. So, Presents 4, so Presents 4 and Presents Noir 4 are the last chance to get variant covers. Moving forward, we will not be doing variant covers. So, for issue 5 onwards, there'll be no variant covers. Yes, agreed, Danny. Agreed. Yes, it is. And you can't, and to rely on just one way of getting the cash is really, well, to rely on just one thing for anything can be detrimental to a business. So you always need different ways to raise funds. It can get, it's not good to not have a backup plan. Yes, hello, pretty cat. The cat wants to be on the show, apparently. Good on you, Doug. So, as I was saying, no variant covers. What we're going to do is we're moving the book from quarterly to biannually. You'll actually get more stories per year. We will make the biannual not double, but a little bit more than double the number of stories, and it will be a bigger book. It'll be perfect bound, and it gives us more time to work on the book. Gives the artists more time to work on their stories, and the writers or just creators who do both. Gives us more time to promote it, and well, I've had a bit of feedback that people feel we're coming out with too much too fast, and it's a little hard to keep up. So that's not the main reason for this, though. This is more to do with the workload that a quarterly book is creating. It's stopping us from doing other things in ComX that we'd like to do. So this is more of a strategy thing, and it just so happens that it will help certain people. Sorry, Kat really wants to get on the show. So yeah. Oh, that's an interesting question. Danny, actually, variant covers, the only real expense of a variant cover is paying the multiple artists, if that's what you're doing. We're lucky it presents in that the covers help promote the artists. So the artist actually does that as part of their story. It's also optional, which is why Presents 4 only has 3 covers instead of 4. Even though it still has 4 stories, it's only got 3 covers. So because some people couldn't do covers, didn't want to do covers, or couldn't, or whatever the reason is. So yeah, but this is the last time we'll be doing variant covers, just to make it simple. No, actually, variant covers aren't counted as a new run. If the inside book is exactly the same, when you're printing, each variant cover is counted together as one run. So it's not a smaller run, it's the same run. As long as everything else is the same and all you're changing is the cover, with the printers we use at least anyway, that's been the case. So maybe other printers do it differently, but yeah. So just letting you know. Hello from California. Nice. We've got ourselves a well, you're not a time traveler because we're actually in the future for you, and you're in the past. So I guess you're a time traveler for us. Yeah, agreed, Peter. It's more of an event. We have more lead up time. At the moment, what we're finding is it's taking a month to do the Kickstarter, a month to fulfill, leaving us with a month to prepare for the next one, and then we're doing another Kickstarter again. So it's too much. It's too much for me. It's too much for Zach. It's too much for all the people involved, and it's just getting a little ridiculous. More so because it's stopping us from doing other things. ComX is not just about creating presents. That's just one of the tools we use to help promote creators. We want to be able to do other things to help promote creators. So we need to create time to do that. So that's probably the main reason we're going to biannual. And also a little side issue is the whole, then you don't need to follow as many books as often. Thanks, Mark. I'm glad you walked in just in time. Awesome. So yeah, so that's what's going on. So after Presents 4, Presents 5 will be a much bigger book. We're still debating. We've got to look into the costs, but it might just be one book with all the black and white and all the color stories in one book. But if the costs of printing black and white as color still outweigh, and we'd have to what do you call it? Forward that cost to the user. We don't want to do that. So we want to do it the most economical way so we can give you the cheapest price so that you've got more incentive to pick these up and see these great stories by these creators who are in the books. So we'll do our best to make sure that's the case, I should say. Sorry, the cat's been really annoying. So he reacts to voice when I talk around this time of the day, because this usually means that someone's coming home. So he gets a bit excited. So I've timed this wrong. So moving forward, that's what we'll be doing. There'll be nice books. The last 3 books have helped us work out things like paper, GSM, and all the other bits and pieces that we need to get a really good book out there. So that's been really cool. So 4 should be awesome. That's what I was just, maybe I worded it badly. That's what we're looking into right now, Peter. We're trying to see if we should combine them as one book. If that makes it cheaper, that is still a decent price and will make it cheaper for the end user like yourself, that's definitely what we'll do. If we find out that it makes it cheaper for you to have them as 2 separate books, we'll do them as 2 separate books. It's all about helping more of these get out. So the cheaper we can make it, the more we can put out there, and the more people will see the creators' stories, which is what this is all about. It's seeing more of, cool. So it's about getting these creators' information out there. For any creators who are interested in being in the Presents books, just to clear up we've had some questions about this. Just to clear it up, what we do for you is we have a rule. The story, in the new books, the story will need to be 8 pages or 16. That's kind of, we do that not because, we're bastards. We do that because we're trying to help teach you to work to a spec. So your story, it's still your story. You still own it. You can still do whatever you want. 8's also a good number because 3 8s make a comic book. So it's a good number. If you do 3 stories, you've got yourself your own comic book you can publish yourself. But it's still small enough that it's not a big burden for you. 8 pages is not a big burden. For those who've got a bigger story, 16 pages. You've got half a year now to create the comic. So hopefully 16 pages is still doable in a 6-month period. The other thing we do for you is we give you an ad, a full-page ad to put in the book to promote your other works. If you don't have other works, which we've had that case, we've had people promote their Instagram account, their Facebook account, their Facebook page, their I think it's mostly what I've, and Twitter, I think some people have also promoted. There's social media, in other words. If you've got a website, you can promote the website. Hell, if you have a graphic design business, you can promote that if you want in the comic. If you don't actually have other comics out there, it's up to you. And we also give you a percentage of the sales, which technically is a token amount of money because that percent is quite small. But in saying that, we don't make a profit from this book. So you're not giving us money. You're not creating something for us to go out there and, have a party and go on holidays. So we are getting your story out there. We're helping you promote yourself, giving you a platform to get a portfolio up if you're really new, or just to get a story out that you got nowhere else to, like with more established artists, you can get a story out that you wouldn't be able to get out anywhere else because it's only 8 pages. You can't make a whole comic out of it. So yeah, and it's all about promoting, helping each other, community, all that jazz. So yeah, I hope that makes sense. But the Presents is technically a non-for-profit endeavor. So we give you what we can so that you're not walking away empty-handed. You also get comps, sorry. I believe they can, Danny. I believe there are many comics out there that make money. But that's not our model. We're about helping people get their stories out there, doing what we can to promote them. We're not out to make money. If we were out to make money, we'd have a lot higher price on the book. We'd be selling ads. doing all that jazz. But we're about that space is for the artist, not for an ad that pays us. So yeah. Yes, that's true. If they both get combined, it's handy that they're both at the same number. So yeah. So I think that explains that. I just want to be clear about that because we've had a few questions about that. So I just wanted to clear that up for any artists who are interested. And for anyone who supports Presents, you are supporting the creators. You're not helping ComX make money. So it's all about the book is all about the creators. It's all about the people who are putting the content in there. All ComX does is we take a small fee to pay for things like postage, to pay for things like packaging materials, to pay for the free stuff that we give to the artists, and so forth. Oh, okay. It's hard to read that in a text message. Thanks, Danny. So yeah, so let's get back to it. We've got Presents here that you can get in there. For Presents, the color edition isn't in there at the moment because we're still getting the covers finished, because I didn't see the point in selling a variant cover when I can't show you the cover. So they should be finished in the next couple of days. I'll be putting them in. Once they're in, the 3-pack of the 3 variants of the Presents color version will also be added, and the full 7-pack for all covers will be added to the pre-order list as well. So if you're after all the covers or all the Present covers, just wait, because those packs will be discounted and they'll be cheaper than buying them individually. So yeah, they'll be in there by the end of the week. So just wait till the weekend and then come back and check it out. If you're just after single covers, single issues, then you can go in there and grab them right now. Yeah, so that's Presents, that's ComX Studio, that's the pre-order store. The link to that is this. Go to comx.studio and go to upcoming, and that'll take you here. Now, I should note, I don't know if everyone does this, but ComX does this with pre-order versions of the comics, which, sorry, that's not a different version of the comic. It's just buying it pre-order, you get a discount. You get a discount on the book. So there's a reason to get the pre-order. It helps us publish them, so that's awesome for us. So that's great support if you pre-order, but you also get a discount. That's our way of saying thank you. It's about a $3 discount. So a $12 book becomes $9, and a $15 book becomes $12. So yeah. When we move to the new model with issue 5, that will also do the same thing. There will be a discount on the pre-order version. So yeah, I think that's enough about that. Speaking of trying not to do Kickstarters, let's look at some Kickstarters. So at the moment we have Bin Kitty. Now I will just get thanks, Peter, much appreciated. That's really cool of you to say. So I will just go to the banners. So we've got Bin Kitty. This is the first one we're going to look at, and that's the link to Bin Kitty for those who like in Twitter or those who can't see the description. So binkitty.comx.studio, and that takes you to this Kickstarter just here that I've got on the screen. I mean, it is fulfilled, but in saying that, you want this comic. It's only got 3 days, so you can't mess about. It's only got 3 days. It's awesome art, awesome story, great twists. Especially if you like a nice violent story, this is for you. It is definitely not a kiddies comic. This cat is quite violent. She has murderous tendencies, I guess is the best way to say it. So yeah, it's a great little story. Yeah, it's a violent story of revenge in a city full of killers and psychopaths. To get her life back, she'll need to bring them all down. So yeah, so it's about Bin Kitty herself trying to figure out what's going on, because she wakes up with no memory of anything. So she's trying to figure things out. And as she figures out what's going on, she finds out there's a lot of killers and psychopaths that need to be taken down for her to get her life back. So, yes. So very cool. Yeah, there's not enough catnip in the world to prepare yourself for this book. So, yeah, get in there, check it out. This is a ComX Studio book, so that's another reason I'm pushing it. So, this is one of the books. We are publishing people's books other than Presents, so you can check those out as well. No bin kitty, even though you're a murderous crazy woman or cat, female cat, whatever, I'm not going to take my shirt off for you. Yes, that is a good point. Back this book or I will get naked. And trust me, that is not a good thing. That is not a good thing. Oh, Mark, you're a legend. Back bin kitty and Rob's. New one today. Awesome. Yep, cool. So another ComX Studio book that's just come out, and I don't know if I've got a banner for this one. Its Kickstarter was launched yesterday. Vivian Jones. This one needs your help. Vivian Jones, for those who might be a little confused, Vivian Jones was in Presents, yes, but this story is the collection of those comics as well as new material and new special pages and so forth. So you get more than just the story that was collected in Presents. So don't think that you're just rebuying something. You get all new material, all new reasons to get this, all collected into one awesome comic. Everything we've learned about comic making, me and Zach, will be in this book. It will be great. And Vivian's just cool. Cool little story. And my favorite part of Vivian would have to be the art. Oh, cool. Someone just pledged. Thank you. I'm a huge fan of Zach's art. So, yeah, just get it for that alone. His art is beautiful. So, yeah, just check it out. Have a read of the Kickstarter. Here's some of the covers. We've got some variant covers by Ryan Vella and from Duncan Prenovicius. So they're pretty cool as well. There is a third cover, which I don't think I covered D variant. Yep. And this one is special. There's only 25 copies of it. And I'll bring it up so you can see it on the screen. There's only 25 covers of it. It will have 3 people included on the cover. There is a pledge level for that. I can't remember how much it is, but there's a pledge level for that. It says pledge level 7. You support that, you get your face on this cover. And this cover is limited. And you get a copy of the cover as well. And I won't say what else is in it because I can't remember. But you get your face on the cover, not just inside the book, but on the cover. And you feature with Vivian. So Vivian will be on the cover with you. It just hasn't been drawn yet because we've got to get the people. So, yeah. So 3 portraits. And, yeah, so 3 people can be included on the cover. That's it. Three people. And there's only 25 of these being sold. And Zach, are you in the audience? Well, get in there, buddy. Get in there. Yes, you are there. Okay, cool. Could you just tell us what is there? You haven't said it here, but will those 25 be special in any way other than the art? Sorry, there's a delay between when I speak and when you guys see what I say, and then a delay when you guys reply and I get to see it. What's COA? It's probably something really simple and I should know it. Oh, card of authenticity. Yes. Okay. So these will also be numbered. So the earlier you order, the smaller number or the closer to one you get to these covers. So the people who get the portraits, I believe, are reserved for 1, 2, and 3. And then after that, they're numbered. So I know that can be important to some people. So if you don't want 25 of 25, get in there quickly. I think that's all I can say about Vivian. So it's a great story. I'm getting all the covers myself. I personally got all the covers. These are great prices. Zach, I think, undersells himself, to be honest. Just putting it out there, Zach. Just putting it out there. So yeah, support this. It's a no-brainer, to be honest. It's a no-brainer. Now, this, hang on, I'll just check if I've got a banner for this one. I should have prepared earlier. Yes, I do. Spezzy.comX.studio. This will get you to the Spezzy verse. Well, not really Spezzy verse because it's got Vamoose in there. Comics. So there's Devil's Toilet 3, Vamoose 3, and Sluggish 1. So you get an issue 1 of something as well. So that's pretty cool. Vamoose has been a lot of fun, number 1 and 2. So I can just imagine number 3 is going to be more of the same. Devil's Toilet, also a lot of fun. Get this little guy here. Can't get enough of him. So Devil's Toilet 3 is a no-brainer as well. But Sluggish, I personally, that's the one I'm looking forward to the most. And I believe there's a little statement down here on what Sluggish is all about. Sluggish, there we go. Who needs action, adventure, and thrilling heroics when you can have depression, anxiety, and slugs? Just sells itself, seriously. But yeah, seriously, that looks really cool. It looks really different. It's not your run-of-the-mill comic, so I'm really looking forward to getting that one. So yeah, as you can see, I've already pledged. I don't think there's any other I'm looking at here that I haven't pledged on. So yeah, so that's Spezzy's Kickstarter. He launched that today, so a lot of you may not have seen that one yet. So get in there. Yeah, Spezzy is kicking ass. Woo, Spezzyverse killing it. Oh, thanks, Zach. To get the cover for Zach, so we'll go back to Zach's, Vivian Jones. To get the cover for Zach's, you need to actually go in the add-on section to get that special cover D. Sorry, I remember you telling me that, and I forgot to mention it here. So the 3 people who pledged level 7 to get their faces on there, they'll get them automatically. The other 22 people, had to do maths then, need to buy it from the add-ons. Just so people who've gotten A, B, C, and D don't miss out. They can still get D if it's an add-on. If you do it differently, Kickstarter has a few limitations, and that's just a way around that limitation. So yeah. So yeah, Spezzyverse going awesome. So get in there, have a look at that. And also, yes, very good point, Nick May. Remember to pledge for Nick May's cover of Vamoose 3. I'm sure there's a little competition going on in the Spezzyverse about whose cover sells the most. So help Nick May become that guy. Now, a partner of ComX is Morgan Quaid. He helps us out a lot. So I am promoting his Kickstarter as well, which is Shadow's Daughter. I haven't got a quick link to it, but it is in the description. If you go to that link, it'll take you to all the current Kickstarters for Australia, for Australian comics. So just check out that link. Check out Shadow's Daughter. Finishes in 38 hours. So don't muck around if you want these. There are 6 issues to grab. So get in there for that. Great value. I believe most, if not all, are finished. And when you do the Kickstarter, it will tell you when the predicted delivery date is as well anyway. So, yeah, get on board. I mean, yes, he's raised a lot of money, but that's not what it's about. It's about getting your hands on a copy of these great comics, plural. So, yes. Now, another person who we're working with is Roundhouse Hooligans. Well, that's the name of the comic. The people are actually Freefall Comics. Two guys from Brisbane, I believe. They're both from Brisbane. I know one of them's from Brisbane for sure. This comic looks great. I've got the PDF for issue 1. It is a lot of fun. Great art, great story. Yeah, so get in there, check this out. I haven't got a short link for them either. Again, just go to ComX.vip latest Kickstarters, and that'll get you. Just look for the big pink box, pretty much. Hopefully they don't change it on me so that you don't find them. Yeah, so I'm really looking forward to this because I've only got issue 1 in PDF, so I want issue 2 as well. And I also want a physical copy of 1, of course. So, yeah. And another person we're working with, or people, are the guys over at doing the Awaken project. I always think this is just a pre-launch page. So to get to that, you need to go to upcoming Kickstarters. And these are all the upcoming Australian comic Kickstarters. So go in there, and this button here, it says save for me at the moment, but I'll just unsave it. So notify me on launch. So you want to click on that and get notified on launch. These guys are great. They're working with ComX. They're really supportive of what we do. So show them support as a thank you for supporting ComX. So yes, that's all the Kickstarters. So that's all I can really talk about Kickstarter wise. I guess I can always plug my shop, or our shop, I should say, which is the Kickstarter store. Kickstarter store, the ComX store, or ComX.shop. So you've got all your stuff here. You can go here. If you're interested in a certain publisher like Psychogenitor, boom, there's all their stuff. If you want What's Left Comics, What's Left Books, sorry, there's all his stuff. What's Zach Drew, Reverie, a few there from Reverie, nice. The independent guys and girls, although looking at that list, it just looks like guys. We got prints as well, just a handful of those. I need to update that list because we actually have quite a few more prints than that. And if you're after something digital, you're from overseas, because these only ship to Australia at the moment, I need to update the software to be able to handle foreign shipping. Grab yourself a digital comic. There's still a few of those, and there's the Roundhouse Hooligans. So, and a few of the other Presents Noir, Battle for Bustle. That's a good one to pick up. I'll try to get Battle for Bustle 1, 2, and 3 in there for the people who want to get the whole collection through PDFs, that is, because we do have the physical issues of the other ones. We just don't have the PDFs. So if you're wanting the PDFs of all them, I will be organizing to get those. So how long have I gone for? 30 minutes. That's not bad. Babbling on for 30 minutes. I guess my last note would be, for all things ComX, check out, please tell me I've got it in here. No, I haven't. Oh, the bottom banner tells you ComX.cx or www.comx.cx. You don't need the www. That's just there so that it's easier to tell that it's a internet web's address. So yeah, and just to show you what that's all about, it's pretty much just a really fancy Linktree for those who are familiar with Linktree. So yeah, well, this part is very much a Linktree, just buttons to take you to different places. Then there's the more descriptive stuff, and then more buttons, and then some other stuff. I went through this on the last one. I won't do it again. So yeah, thank you very much for joining me. support at least some of those Kickstarters, if not all of them. You know, you want to do all of them. So yeah. Any questions before I go? Am I still live? No one's writing comments anymore. It says I'm live. No one. It's gone silent. Okay, cool. Well, thank you very much for joining me. Sorry I didn't do bagging and boarding. I know everyone was looking forward to that. I think I'll just take this off the screen, make me bigger. So thanks for that. Sorry about the bagging and boarding. I will be organizing some room to be able to do that, and I will do a video for that because it's got to be done before the weekend, because the weekend is when I pack them up, and so I can ship them out Monday. So pack them up into packages for everyone and send them out Monday. So if you're one of the people who haven't fulfilled the survey, there's a small handful, like 2 or 3 people. Please go over to the Kickstarter. Make sure you've completed your surveys, not just for Presents, but for anyone else, because they'll be wanting you to do it as well, so that I know your address and I know what covers you want if you weren't getting all 4 or all 8 covers. Just let you know. No, I'm not taking my top off. Thanks, Peter. Why am I in such a hurry to leave? Well, I got nothing more to say, Nick. I don't know what can keep me here. Give me an idea. Give me an idea and I'll stick around. Yeah, so sorry, no top off. That would just be mean and would probably get me barred from at least YouTube, if not Facebook. Thanks, Spezzy. Much appreciated. So unless Nick May has an idea for what I can do to continue this, I will be signing off any second now. Oh, it's soothing to hear my voice. Sizzle quick draw. Oh. Sizzle quick draw. I'm not a great artist, and I'm definitely not a quick one. So quick draw. I could do a stick figure. A live reading of Presents. Oh wow. That would take up some time. Which copy? Which version? I've got all 3 now. Oh, another draw. Oh, I'm being pressured here. Okay, question. Who is my favorite comics character? Oh, I'm guessing that's meant to say comics. That's a bit of a rough question. Well, I'm going to have to be really biased here because I have Irish in my blood, and I also have a weakness for redheads. So I'm sorry. It's going to be Bronwyn. I'm sorry. I just Warrior Woman, redhead, Irish. Does it get any better? No offense to everyone else, but yeah. I'm a sucker for redheads. And no, Kerry's not a redhead. And no, I won't cheat on Kerry with a redhead, but I'm still a sucker for it. Yes, Sidrus is my fave. He's a redhead. I got a bit of a weak spot for Sidrus. Oh, what have I done? Oh, you're a redhead, Nick. Oh, well, that changes everything in Drink and Draws. Yes, there is. Actually, I got a scented candle going off behind me. I don't know why. It just smells nice. I'm guessing you're referring to Nick May. Oh dear. A true Ginger, eh? Well, before all this went grayish, and I don't know why it went brownish as well. I was a redhead. Maybe that's why I got a weak spot for it. Now, Duncan, that's answered every week on Drink and Draw. It changes. It changes from week to Duncan. But yeah, it just changes from week to week. You are Duncan. You're the sexiest comics creator, according to Nick May. Duncan. I said nothing. I have no opinion on this one. And there's no paper back here, just so Mark can relax. There's a printer, and there are car magnets, and although it is a little close to Battle Cat. Yeah, it's a little close to Battle Cat, so I should worry about Battle Cat. Dave Dye is the most handsome. It's different. Although if Dave still had his long locks, whoo, Duncan, you'd be in trouble. Quick, Nick. I'm not sure what that means. Yeah, it is Doug when I don't watch him eat. He becomes quite rowdy, quite crazy, and is a little scary. So, yes. Oh, dear. Really? I did not know that. I haven't watched what he made, so I don't know. So yeah, I've heard good things, I've heard bad things. So I don't know. I'm pretty positive fella. I'll probably see the good things in his version and make everyone who thinks it's bad upset. There you go. Question for you, Duncan. Although I think you're in the same. Yeah, you're both in YouTube, so you can actually see that yourself. Ah. Oh, here, I'll show off what I got in the mail today as well. From the guys over at the peeps over at Comics to Movies. The 13th, oh shit, that's shiny. 13th Labor. That came in the mail today, so that was nice. In a nice box, which was cool. The postage was cheaper than I can get those boxes, so I'm curious how he did that. So, unless it's just because I do tracking on everything I send, maybe that's the difference. So, anything else I can show? Anything else I can show? Not seeing anything that I can grab. Everything's stuck down. Here's my first art book. I don't know why that's up there, but first book I ever got as a kid on how to draw the human figure. There you go. This is back when I was about 12 or 13. I got this book, so I don't know why of all the books that I've had over the years, this is one of the very few that has survived. It could be because it is how to draw the human figure, so there is a lot of nudes in it. Maybe that's it. Maybe that's it. Who knows? Maybe I'm a perv and I just don't realize it. Oh, hang on. I've missed a few questions. Okay, let's go through them. Who is on the show tomorrow night? Well, funny you should say that. Straight after this, I am posting who's on there. I believe it's some guy called Rob Lyle. I don't know. I haven't heard of him, to be honest. No idea who he is. It'll probably be a short show. We won't have much to ask him. Oh, yeah, Peter. I did get that. Sorry, I didn't think to photograph it and post it up on my mail call. That was I think that was late last week that I got that. True, very true. Spezzy's onto something with that one. Mad crossovers. Yeah, so what's this other book up here? Oh, this is the book I got with it. Wow, how do I still have these? Heads and portraits. And I suck. I suck at both. So obviously this book is crap. So if you go to Watson Gupstill Library Artists, crap. No, I don't know. I just didn't do the work. So does anyone else want me to stick around or just Nick May? Should I privately call Nick May? Soothe him with my soothing voice. The beast that is Nick May. Chernobyl. Or Chernobyl, sorry. I always pronounce that wrong. Anything else I promote? No. I've talked about everyone's stuff. Just a quick preview. Bin Kitty! All right, let's make the screen bigger. We got Bin Kitty. We got Vivian. We got Devil's Toilet, Sluggish, and Vamoose. We've got Shadow's Daughter. We've got Roundhouse Hooligans 1 and 2. And upcoming 2. And hopefully they're selling 1 for those who missed it, because 1 was cool. I got 1 when they originally did that Kickstarter. So, yeah. Back to me. Oh, that would mean finding it. I put all the stuff away, even the stuff that I haven't read yet. I've put away now, so because there just wasn't room. For anyone there in Brisbane, in the Nunda area, wants to give me some space to store all my stuff, give me a bell, because I haven't got room in my own unit anymore. Yeah, I think that's me babbling enough, to be honest, guys. I think that's me babbling enough. So thank you for joining me. Sorry about the no bagging and boarding. I really apologize for that. I know that Quick Nick was looking forward to that. But I will be doing it sometime in the next few days. Maybe tomorrow. Hopefully I've made room by tomorrow. So yeah. So that'll be 3 days of me. Ooh, you poor people. Pleasure, Mark. Pleasure. And on that note, I have no outro, so I'm just going to go.